Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course filled with new makeup releases, and I'm so glad that I can be here with you and just chat a little bit about beautiful stuff. Okay, beyond that, of course, as always, you know that if you hear this sound and if you see this notification, then you know that I do have a discount code with a certain brand. Just follow the link to my link tree in the description box down below and it will lead you to all my social media platforms and also to a list of all of the discount codes that I have with different brands in case you want to use them and save some money. That is the main point, because you can also use someone else's code. I've never gotten rich off YouTube or codes or anything. My platform is very small, just offering it to you in case you want to. Okay, I also wanted to thank you for the feedback for last week's video, because it was so sweet and so supportive, and I really liked that. Because I know that I spoke about something that could potentially be controversial and people are very passionate about stuff like this these days. So I thought that was so sweet the way you guys responded, and I'm sure there will be more more times when we need to speak about stuff like this, and I will always give you my opinion, okay? And as always, it's just an opinion. Sometimes I wish I would be more powerful though, and it could be more than just an opinion. Okay, sweeties, let us almost go into the new makeup. First, I want to show you what I have on my face, and that is actually a very old palette. I think this might be more than a year old. This is from MBA Cosmetics, Ghost Pepper. This is how she looks. I have, I think, 3 or 4 of these palettes that they came out with. All of them are monochromatic, obviously, and I put a decent amount of glitter on top because that's what I'm doing these days. I'm living for the glitter looks. It is just like, it makes me happy. You know, it's just so healthy to put on glitter. Okay, so that is basically what I'm wearing, and I should also give you something that I can personally super recommend when it comes to my lips. I am wearing a lipstick from Glam on my lips, and these are so nice. Now they have the matte ones, bullet lipsticks, okay? I don't know about the other ones, but they have the matte ones which come in a black component, and this is like a silver, dusty rose kind of a component. This is the line that I want to recommend to you. They basically, like, they retail for like, I don't know, $1.50 or something like this, and I bought a couple of those and they are so nice. They are so nice. I don't know how they can do it. I don't know if there is any poison in it or something, but these are super nice, super smooth. They don't bleed, they don't have a weird taste or anything. They come in super beautiful colors, and it just looks beautiful, like seriously. Okay, so just saying, in case you were wondering what I have on my face, this is the shade Just Got Real, in case you want to look it up on Glam on their website. Okay, sweeties, now let's finally go in, because I'm actually very excited to talk to you about these things today, because they're just beautiful. So let's just go in. Let me move to the side, and I actually wanted to start with something that is a new brand. They just opened their store a week ago by now, probably something like that, and that is the realm of Mythics. Okay, as always, I'm going to also put the name of the brands down here so you will have an easier time following up on this. And they came out, or are coming out now, with launching their brand with a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to show you a couple of things, because there are also mirrors and like bags and stuff like this, which is not so interesting to me personally, but definitely check it out, of course. But what I wanted to show you is makeup. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you these blushes that they're going to come out with. It says here in the post, and this is a post from 1 week ago, they are coming soon. So I don't know if they are live already, but this is how they look, and I think they look super pretty, super pretty. And then they're also coming out with these palettes, and I think these are definitely live already, and I was so blown away by these palettes because they look so pretty. Now for me personally, this whole Mythic, what are they calling themselves, creepy and cute or something, they describe themselves in their bio, it's not necessarily my thing. Like, creepy is not for me, cute definitely, creepy is not for me at all, but beyond that, okay, I like, also if you look at the components of the blushes, for example, there's like creepy characters on it, like not personally something that is attractive to me because I have no relationship to it. Okay, but I know a lot of people do. So that's basically what it is. Okay, so let's go back to the palettes. I think they look spectacular, especially the one in the middle is just so stunning, and it basically has some of my most favorite colors because you know I love to do makeup with greens, and I really just like behind the scenes information, I had to stop myself this last week because I was looking at my feed on Instagram, on my Leorah Cosmetics Instagram, and I was seeing that basically all my looks were either blue or purple or green, and I was like, Leorah, you have to do something else once in a while, you know? But just saying, blues and purples are in this middle palette here, and I really love it, you know? The other ones are cute too, but my favorite is definitely the one in the middle. So this is also from the realm of Mythic. And then they're also coming out with 2 different highlighter palettes for different skin tone ranges, basically, I guess. So this is how they look. One is this one that has also like a purplish highlighter in it, and overall it is a little bit darker. And then one that is a little bit lighter, which would probably be more suitable for me. Okay, so that is that. They have more stuff, so feel free to check them out. And they also contacted me. I don't even know how they found out about me because I haven't spoken about them yet. But they contacted me last week and they said, do you want to offer your followers a discount code? So I actually do have a very significant discount code, and I just want to point that out because it saves you 30%. Okay, and it's not affiliated. I don't earn anything with this. Just feel free to use it, okay? So you will find it, of course, then on my link tree where I list all my discount codes. Okay, sweeties, then let's also talk about Colourpop because they actually came out with something that I really like. Now, you know that I'm not really buying from Colourpop because it is not, you know, the little money that I can spend with good conscience on makeup, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to spend it on Colourpop, okay? I'm going to save up and I'm going to spend it on something where I think I wanted to try this already for so long, or you know, like something where I actually really am passionate about. Now, with all of that, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with Colourpop. It's just not like, I don't, you know? All right, so in any case, they're coming out with this. And this is the In a Lavender Haze collection, or Lavender collection. I think this looks super pretty, absolutely pretty. Like the palette looks super pretty, super balanced, super nice variety within just a 9-pan palette. And then also highlighter, lippy, and whatever they call all their stuff, the Super Shock shadows and all of that. Super Shock shadows have never worked for me. Feel free to let us know what your experiences are. I have tried, I think, 3 or 4, never bought them myself, always got them from you guys who felt like you want to send me something, and that was so sweet. Super Shock shadows though, I don't know. They have never, like, I never figured out what it is behind them, why people love them so much. So I don't know. Maybe I'm too simple. Could be. Okay, but overall, this looks super pretty. It's a very well coordinated, not like my speech, but coordinated and balanced collection. And I love that. It's not, it's good. It's good. All right, I wanted to say something because sometimes they're coming out with these collections that that have a theme that I don't relate to, and we're going to also talk about something like that, or a couple of things like that, later on in this video as an example, okay? But this I can absolutely relate to, and it is beautiful. Now, if I cannot relate to something, like also the creepy theme and stuff like that, that's of course my problem. It's not the brand's problem. But then again, I also don't have to like everything, right? So, okay. So let us talk about the next thing, and that is actually one of these examples where I just have no relationship. This is not attractive to me because of that, okay? Does not mean that the makeup's bad or that the release itself is bad. It is just, it doesn't click for me. Just as much as all those anime palettes. I know nothing about this. Now, my kids, if you ask my daughters, they love anime, you know, and they were like, if they look at a palette that has anime on it, they're going to say like, wow, this is the best thing ever. And I'm like, what? You know? So yeah. So let's talk about Root Cosmetics. And I've tried Root Cosmetics. It's a good brand, if you ask me. Is it the best out there? For my personal preference, not, but it's a good solid brand, okay? So they're coming out with the Chupa Chups collection. And this is basically like a big picture of all the different things. And yeah, and I have no connection to candy. I don't know. Do you guys have such a strong connection to candy? Maybe you do. I have no idea. I don't know. I was maybe 10 when I had my last Chupa Chups lollipop, and I don't I just don't know. Okay, so there's all kinds of stuff. There's lashes, and there's all kinds of stuff in case you are interested in this, and this kind of hits a mark, or however one says this in English with you, then of course definitely check it out. Wow. Definitely check it out. Oh, I should also tell you, there is a binging in the background. Now it stopped. There was a binging in the background, which is actually from a construction site that is close to our house, and they are trying out their fire alarm. Now it started again. And it's very annoying. Sometimes it goes on for hours. It is really, it's torture. Okay, so in any case, I could not wait till they have fixed their thing to film the video. No, I can't. Okay, so this is from Root Cosmetics. This is personally for me not it, you know. There are also palettes and stuff and blushes, and yeah, okay, but that's just me. Okay, now let us also talk about Glamlight. Now Glamlight came out with their spring collection, which actually what's going on with me today? It's probably all the binging in my head, you know. Okay, they're coming out with their spring collection, and I have to say, let's talk about the palette first. I think this palette looks really, really nice. Of course, this palette is extra big because they have this extra space between the shades. I don't mind it because I don't mind big palettes. If there are a lot of shades in it or fewer shades in it, it doesn't really matter to me. But again, here with the theme, I have no emotional connection to that theme. So this is the Scooby-Doo Glamlight Spring Collection. I know that Scooby-Doo is, of course, that character, the dog. I guess it's the dog of all those characters. And you see, I have no connection to this. Now, do I like the palette? Yes, it looks beautiful. And there's also, of course, a lip scrub, and there is a makeup bag, and there's a lip kit, and there is like all kinds of stuff together with this. Mostly I like the palette. That is always the most important thing and the most interesting thing for me. But do I have a connection to Scooby-Doo? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know, I connect very much to everything that is nature. Very well, dogs are nature too, but not like comics or something like this, or anime, or all of this, or anything that is scary or looks like blood and all of that. It's not for me, you know. So yeah, but in any case, it looks very, very pretty, I have to say, and it is more attractive to me than the collection from Root Cosmetics, because I don't know, like for me it's also an issue of health, you know, because candies are not healthy, and I'm dealing with my eating disorder and stuff like this, I am trying to hold on so much to healthy eating because of knowing the other side of the spectrum, and then promoting basically sugar, which is like one of the #1 drugs. So I don't know. I don't know. For me personally, I just don't vibe. I don't get it, you know? Okay, but that's just me. Okay, next thing comes with a super big shout out to my bestie. Her name is Sue, and I love her to bits, and she is on a daily basis my sounding board and my lifesaver in a lot of ways. And you know what? We have this vibe going on. She's completely different from me, okay? In like political views, the way we live our lives, everything. And I kind of feel like we can always talk about everything. And that is so, so nice. And we never judge each other. And we can always say our opinion about politics or whatever. And we always value each other. And I always feel with her that if the world could just on a broader spectrum be a little bit like Sue and I, the world could just be so beautiful, you know? So in any case, this morning, actually, which is the day before you're seeing this, we had a conversation. She does not live in Israel. She is from Holland, but we had a conversation, and she was like, do you know about, we were talking about Nikki Tutorials in a different connection, and she was like, do you know about her brand? And I was like, what? Nikki Tutorials has a brand? I had no idea. And she was like, sweetie, I told you about this. And I'm like, what? And she says, I offered you to get those products to you. Because it's of course in like the Netherlands / Holland. I still don't know what the difference is. And she was like, what? I offered it to you and I have no recollection. Zero. Okay, so I want to definitely throw this in because, okay, so Nikki Tutorials came out with her own brand apparently already last year. And this might just be because I was of course offline till beginning of December, and I think she launched this in November or even before. Okay, so at least this palette here came out I think in November. So her brand name is Nimya. Okay, I'm also of course going to put up the name here, and this is the palette, and I definitely wanted to show you because I've never spoken about this brand. I just found this brand. I had no idea. Did you know this? Okay, apparently she also has eye bases and stuff like that. So feel free to check out that brand, especially if you're from Europe. But I think this brand is already like super big and all over the place. And again, I had no idea. Regarding Nikki Tutorials, I think she is just one of the most talented people out there, you know, and I am very, very much, I almost said in love with her. That is of course completely not true, but I just think the makeup looks are out of this world stunning, out of this world, you know. I'm just looking at this right now. This is the picture that you're also seeing here, and when I look at this, it is just like beyond, you know. Now, color scheme of the palette is maybe not necessarily my first thing to go to. Okay, I think the balance is very nice in the palette, and it is versatile in this spectrum. Okay, in this color scheme spectrum, I think it is very, very nice. It is personally maybe not what I'm going to now go for, but I'm definitely going to have my eyes on what else she's going to come out with. Really nice. Okay, now let us also talk about MBA Cosmetics because they are sneak peeking something that looks really, really nice, and that is the Sugar Buzz collection. So this is going to come soon. More details are going to be announced shortly. This is the only picture I have, and this looks like a screenshot from a video. So this is basically all I know as of right now. From this one, it looks beautiful. And they're also coming out with something, and I have to scroll for that. Let me just find it. They're also coming out with the Mini Glow Lighter Palette. It has duochromes, let me see. It has super shifty shades, iridescent shades with textures ranging from very fine and shimmery to larger, flaky and sparkly textures. Retailing for $30. This has released already, and the other one, the Buzz collection, is coming soon. Okay, so this is coming from MBA Cosmetics. Also, this is just stunning, you know. And I have tried MBA Cosmetics, not enough though, not enough. I only tried, I don't even remember what they were called. It was, I think I have like 4 different multi-chrome shades of a different line that is like years ago. Okay, so I don't even know, but this looks really, really pretty. Then we also need to talk about Notoriously Morbid because they're coming out. First of all, they're restocking the Absinthe and Lace palette, which I own, by the way. Okay, and they're also, and that's that palette. Okay, and then they're also going to come out with this one, which I personally love color scheme wise so much more. This is the Rusted Essence palette with 9 shades, retailing for $25. This is almost like a fall palette in the spring, and I love stuff like that. First of all, again, nature themes are just my thing. I can connect to that all the time. You also see me wearing nature all the time. You have nature here in the back, you know. This is of course plastic, but still, I just love this. This looks stunning, you know. By the way, the Absinthe is thin. I can't pronounce it. Absinthe and Lace palette retails for $46. Okay, this is available now. Please feel free to check this one out. I am the Rusted Essence palette. Wow. Stunning. Stunning, sweeties. Okay, and they're also coming out with something that looks to me like a collab between Notoriously Morbid and Spellcast Beauty. And they're coming out with the Meowgical Boba palette. Okay, so this has to do something with a cat. Which I can relate to because of my rescue cat, loving it. And this is also, well, this is a completely different vibe, completely different color scheme. And yeah, feel free to check it out. Here on the swatches, all those orangey terracotta shades look very much, I don't want to say very much the same, you definitely see a difference. I kind of feel like maybe that matte could have been a little bit darker, but that is me being obsessed with dark mattes. You know, not everybody is like me, and that is a good thing, really. Okay, this is available now, and if this is a collab, then congratulations to Spellcast Beauty, and this retails for $25. All right, now let us move on to CXC Beauty, because Christian is coming out with the Radio Waves palette. I seriously have problems with saying stuff today. Radio Waves palette for $59, and of course this is a big palette, which I love, and the color scheme is, well, there's also a small version, as you can see, but talking about the big palette, because of course it gives you a wider range of everything, and I love this. This is beautiful, size-wise, balance-wise, dark mattes. You know, you can go like medium to light, and you can go super dark, and I love it. You know, super, super nice. Also, the outer packaging is super pretty. So yeah, the mini palette retails for $27, and the bigger palette then for $59, and this is available now. Okay, from CXC Beauty. Then let's also talk about Electron Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Daydreamer highlighter palette. I feel like I might have mentioned this already. If so, I'm not sorry, because it's not such a big deal, right? So in any case, they're coming out with the Daydreamer highlighter palette, which looks absolutely stunning, and I kind of definitely want this. And they're also coming out with the Sea Witch eyeshadow palette with 12 shades. I don't have prices for this, but both of this looks super exciting, super stunning, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The highlighters, how much do I want this on my face? I cannot even tell you how much, you know? And also the eyeshadow palette looks beautiful. Also, because basically all the mattes in this palette are super dark. And that is so attractive to me. I am so drawn to stuff like this, like you would not believe. You know, now I know that a lot of people are not scared, but you know, they don't want to go there to work with such dark mattes. But then again, you can always pull in something else to blend out those shades, right? I personally try not to, because when I do I'm trying to do one brand looks when I'm posting my looks, but not everybody is like that, right? So, I love to work with just dark mattes. I don't care. I blend them out just the way they are, right? But I'm also like experienced with that for ever since I'm doing makeup. I have always been drawn to dark mattes, and I'm very passionate about that, if you have noticed. So this is a Sea Witch palette and the Daydreamer highlighter palette. They're also coming out with something else, and I'm not 100% sure what they're calling this. It's these singles, okay, and they come in different textures. There is a smooth texture, there is an extreme flake texture, and there is a textured texture, which is, I guess, somewhere in between the smooth and the textured ones. And they say here, when you go on the website, you have to make sure that you look in which category you're ordering, so you're not making mistakes and then afterwards get upset because you wanted something smooth and you got something flaky, because you chose something flaky because you like the color scheme more, right? So sometimes it is the customer who has to be more alert, right? So they're posting this here. Make sure that you know from which category you're ordering, so you're not making a mistake and are upset afterwards, okay? Which I totally get, because it happens all the time. Happened to me too, that I ordered something and it was way smaller than I thought, or who knows what, you know? Okay, sweeties, this looks good, especially the smooth one in the top left corner is absolutely stunning, because of course the green and stuff, green and purple, is just like, this is a mix that I cannot step away from, you know? So all of this is live already, and I kind of really want everything. I want the eyeshadow palette, I want the highlighter palette, and those smooth shades. Textured, not so much for me. Flaky, definitely not. I'm trying. I have flakes here. I'm trying. I just feel like no, I can't, you know. I love my glitter and all of that, and I love smooth textures, but flakes, I just really don't know how to use them, honestly. It looks like a massacre every single time I do. Okay, so in any case, that was from Electron Cosmetics. Congratulations on these beautiful, beautiful releases. Then let's also talk about something where I'm like, wow, this is so stunning, and again, it has this earthiness to it, which just draws me in like nothing else. And that is from Wicked Sisters Cosmetics. They're coming out with the Wicked Garden eyeshadow palette, and it looks like there is a collection. Let me just see, is there more? I only see the palette right now. Okay, but they're saying here the Wicked Garden eyeshadow palette collection launching soon. Now, I don't know what else is coming in connection to that, but just speaking about the palette right now, stunning. Loving it. Again, theme beautiful, and here they're doing this mystic, creepy thing together with nature, but in a way that is not it's not repelling. You know, there is no blood. Is there blood? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think so. There are no daggers, there is no axes or who knows what. I think that is beautiful. You know, you can do it. You can go and do this theme with like magic and who knows what, and you can be nice about it. There is something very, very amazing about this, you know? Okay, I have no more information about this, no price, no nothing, so just know that this is going to come from Wicked Sisters Cosmetics. Okay, then I definitely also wanted to talk about Huda Beauty this time, because they are coming out with these. Now, this is the Lip Blush Lip and Cheek Stain. Okay, it says here the lip stain is unlike any other stain I've ever tried. The formula is hydrating, so comfy, and it stays on all day. So this is going to be available from May 9th on, and this is you can use this on lips and cheeks and like forever, for whatever you want to use it. Now, why do I want to show you this? Because it's interesting for me for the lips, cheeks not, because I'm not using any cream products or anything like this on my face, but also just because the colors are just so beautiful. This is such a, like, it's basically a very, very small collection, but the color range is so nice and so pleasing to the eye, and I definitely wanted to show you this because it's beautiful. It's just 5 different shades, but it's beautiful. All right, so that is, it says here it's totally kiss proof for 8 hours. So make sure you kiss in those 8 hours. Okay, so let us then also talk about Clementrix, because they're coming out with the Into the Night palette. Now, this has launched already. I think I have spoken about sneak peeks about this one. I'm pretty sure I hadn't seen the color scheme, so I definitely wanted to show you this one because it looks beautiful. Clementrix is another brand. I have tried it already with the Nocturnal palette, which is also a super stunning palette, and this is of course another night theme here, which is kind of really cool, and it's beautiful. It's an absolutely stunning palette. Do I have a price? Yes, it retails for 85 Australian dollars and 57 US dollars, and it's available now. It has 7 grungy mattes, it has 5 duochromes, and 3 different formulas. Okay, so it has some kind of other formula. Okay, all right, so that is from Clementrix, and this is live. Then we should also talk about Sugar Drizzle, because they're coming out with their multi-chrome liquid lipsticks and lip glosses, which look like this. And again here, wow, like really, first of all, these lips, I don't know if they're photoshopped. I kind of really want to order the lips. Can I please, Sugar Drizzle, order those lips? That would be great. I'm always a little bit like, if the area around the mouth is just very airbrushed, you don't see any skin and you don't see anything, I'm always like, I want to see people. I want to see real people. I would honestly, while I really love this, okay, I would appreciate it if brands would just take a random person like me, or like someone who does not have perfect lips or made up lips or young lips or all of that, and just make people like that model for products like this without Photoshop and without airbrushing the area around it, and let us see the wrinkles or let us see the pimples. Like, you know, I would love this because it would just be a little bit more real, yes, but also for me it would be comforting to see normal people, you know, because now I kind of feel like crap because I don't have these lips. You know what I mean? But the product on those lips is absolutely stunning. Okay, so this is coming soon. I don't really know yet anything more about this. If there are going to be other shades, probably. I don't know the launch date and I don't know the price, but this is coming from Sugar Drizzle. Okay, now let us talk about Spoiled Lips Cosmetics because they're coming out with the Beach House collection, because I guess the beach season is coming up. So this is the collection to go with this. We do have a palette, we do have lippies, we do have a face palette, and of course you can have it also in the PR box, I guess, with brushes. Okay, this is how it looks. It's a very, very colorful palette. Speaking of course about the eyeshadow palette right now, yeah, I can see the theme of like sand and beach and then of course water and all of that, and then a little bit plus. So that is basically what it is. I have tried Spoiled Lips Cosmetics. It's a very nice brand if you ask me. So I can relate to the beach theme. Definitely. Do I need a palette to be in that special shape there and stuff like this? No, I like whatever, you know, I like my palettes very, very simple and like understated, really. But I do relate to the theme. Also, the lippies look really, really pretty. And let me see, the whole collection retails for $150. This is available now, but you can also buy it individually. Okay, so in case you want to check this one out, this is live from Spoiled Lips Cosmetics. Yeah. Okay, then let's also talk about Gloss Gods, because they're coming out with a new palette, and I think even more than you can see it in the palette itself, the swatches look just so stunning, and I think it shows you way more how beautiful this palette is than actually seeing the shades in the palette. Okay, so here is of course the palette, and it is called What's Your Power, I think. What's Your Power? And I think it is stunning. Now, is this for me? No, because it's too pastel. There is not enough depth for me in the palette. And again, if you can mix stuff, like if you can mix this palette with another palette and create more depth, then of course you're on the safe side and you're fine. It's just not what I do. Okay, I want to do a look just with that product. That's what I do. Okay, but not everybody is like me again, and that is great. Okay, there's also this retails for $18, I should say. It says here, the palette features a mesmerizing color story that combines pastels and neon shades, perfect for creating eye-catching looks that will make you stand out from the crowd, with 6 matte pastels and 6 of our show-stopping effect eyeshadow formula. You can only have a good time while wearing this power palette. Gloss Gods, I can have a good time without any makeup on. You know, but yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so wait, this, saying something wrong, this palette retails for $45, and the $18 is the liquid liners, the power liners that come together also with the palette. Okay, they retail for $18 each. Sorry for the mix-up. All of this is available now from Gloss Gods. Then we also need to talk about Bella Beauté Bar, because they're coming out with the Shimmer Stay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I am so up for this, and I so badly want to try this brand. There's, I think in last week's video we spoke about this palette, the what was it called, like a dusty rose, like a big palette with all these like murky rosy shades and gray and some kind of murky greens and all of that. Maybe if I get myself this palette, I will try these two, because I am so obsessed. I'm not obsessed, but the way people talk, I'm obsessed at trying different bases for shimmer shades, because it is so important. You know, it is so important, because you can have an amazing shade and then it does not show up because you have the wrong base. And I am trying out different things, and I'm loving different things and less loving different things. So I would definitely like to try this. So this is coming soon. Don't have a price or anything yet, and also no date. But it says here, it applies clear and it's the perfect base for any chrome eyeshadow. In particular, it really helps flakier shadows stay put and makes them smudge proof. It sounds amazing, you know, and I really really want to try this. Okay, so this is coming soon from Bella Beauté Bar. Okay, now we also need to talk about Ensley Rain Cosmetics, because they are coming out with the Flower Moon palette. This is launching on May 9th, and this retails for $69, and this is stunning. So you do have one row of mattes, and within that one row you do have a very nice range. Also, I don't want to say really light shades, but more medium and then dark, which is beautiful, especially when you work with all these shimmery shadows. I think it makes a lot of sense. And then of course everything else is multi-chromes, and that's beautiful, stunning. There is so much coming out right now that I want that it is a little bit overwhelming, honestly. But yeah, okay, so it says here, the revamped Flower Moon palette features 21 stunning shades with 3 multi-chromes, 7 high pigment buttery mattes, and 11 shimmery duochromes and specialty shimmers. Okay, so that is beautiful. This is coming soon. I don't have a price, but boy oh boy is this stunning. Yeah. Okay, then let's also talk about Mika Beauty Shop again. We spoke about this brand last time already, and I showed you basically the picture that you can see here on the top right, those hand swatches. You see now on the left to that picture, you see the how they look, okay? All right, so they are also, so we spoke about this. Okay, they are also coming out with the bridal collection, which is shades in like little components. This looks like loose shimmer shades, and they consist of 7 neutral shades. The bridal collection kind of makes sense with the neutral shades, very sparkly and opaque. They retail for €9.50. Okay, and those 9 hand pressed eyeshadows, the colorful ones on the top row, they retail for €13.50 each. Okay, because Mika Beauty Shop is based in Europe. Okay, so this has launched already, and they're also coming out with something that I definitely wanted to show you, because also this is just out of this world stunning. They're coming out with the Forever Young palette, and this is just stunning beyond belief again. You know, there are so many palettes that I want. I want the one from Electron Cosmetics, from Ensley Cosmetics. I want this one, definitely. I want the Rusty Essence palette from, what was it called? Notoriously Morbid, you know? Like, what am I going to do? I can't. Okay, so this retails for €38.50, and this is dropping on May 13th. And it looks beautiful beyond belief. Yeah, I have not tried this brand. I'm feeling very silly saying this every single time. It makes no sense. Yeah, I should. Okay, let us talk about Glisten Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Time Warp Pressed Pigment Palette. This is how she looks. This is a 6-pan palette. This is of course very small. For me, that is too small. I'm drawing the line, if I have a choice, I'm drawing the line at 9 shades. Sometimes I do get stuff in PR that is just 6 pans, especially, you know, like you have been seeing me using Saints, Angels, Sinners a lot with 6-pan palettes. It is not my preference, you know, and I would not buy it if I wouldn't get it in PR. I wouldn't have it, okay? But this of course looks very beautiful, very sparkly and shiny, and that's beautiful. This is launching on May 5th. This is coming up very soon. From Glisten Cosmetics, this retails for $45 or £35, in case you want to check this one out, the Time Warp palette. Okay, then let's also talk about Adept Cosmetics, because they're coming out with the Ketracel White Multi-Use palette. This is a limited edition release, and they're coming out with this palette. It has 4 shades featuring 2 creamy blendable iridescent multi-chrome highlighters and 2 smooth powers iridescent multi-chrome highlighters with 0 white cast. I don't know. What is that powers in the middle? I wonder if that's a typo. It could be. Okay, so in any case, so this is coming super soon. It is releasing on May 4th, so super soon. This palette retails for $68. Wow. Okay, that's too much for me for 4 shades, but I know that this might also be very big pans, and I know if someone is like super much into this and using this and panning this, then, you know, $68 is not a lot of money when you think like you're using it all the time and you're getting a total kick out of it. For me personally, because I don't have anything that I use a lot, you know, really. For me, I couldn't justify it, but it looks beautiful. Okay, so in any case, this is coming super soon from Adept Cosmetics. Then let's also talk about V Cosmetics. Haven't spoken about that brand in quite some time, and they are coming out with eyeshadow bases. So this is the Prime for Rebellion base by V Cosmetics in all of these shades. They're coming out with 12 different colors. You can have them separately, and you can also buy them in a bundle. The bundle retails for $121, and the single individual colors retail for $12. This is available now. Now, I have a question. I'm looking at the black eyeshadow base right here because I want to try a black base, you know, for especially when I'm like carving out stuff that is on the lid. It makes so much sense because a lot of shades show up so much better. Also, glitter shows up so much better on a dark base, and I would really, really like to try that. Now, you let me know if you have tried this or if there is any other black eyeshadow base where you say this rocks for me, and I would like you to leave that in the comments for me so I can check those out, because I am definitely going to buy a black base sometime soon. Okay, and I'm very interested. Okay, so it says here, let me read this to you. Prime for Rebellion's matte, creamy, mixable and blendable formula offers intense pigmentation and long-wearing, waterproof, smudge-proof and non-transfer properties. Sounds amazing. Maybe I'll just order this one and call it a day. Okay, so in any case, you also have, of course, a lighter one that you could use in general for, you know, eyeshadow application. You have a white one, and then, of course, all kinds of colorful ones. But I am really, really looking at the black one, honestly. Okay, $12 is not that a big deal, really, when you think about it. But then with international shipping and stuff, that it gets very expensive for me personally, you know, so okay, so I need to think about it. Okay, sweeties, let us talk about Saints, Angels, Sinners, because you probably have seen a palette popping up. And I'm so upset, honestly, because I don't have the palette yet, even though it is in the country already for now almost a week, and I still don't have it. And I see everybody on Instagram, everybody and their dog featuring this palette already, and I am so upset, you know, because I know that Darcy, the owner, sent all of this to me super early by express, and I still don't have it. You know, so in any case, and now that the rant is over, Darcy, Saints, Angels, Sinners, has collabed with Fairylight. Okay, and they're coming out with the Fairy Tale palette, which looks like this. So I'm going to get this, and the super special thing is this time that also Kiki, my daughter, is going to get this in PR. This is her first PR palette, and she can of course do with that whatever she wants. So Kiki is already brainstorming with me sometimes, and sometimes just by herself, about what she's going to come up with. I'm sure it's going to be a blast. In case you are interested, just check out her videos. It's very funny. It's comedy, okay? It's makeup comedy. In case you're not into that, then don't watch it, because then it doesn't make sense to you. Okay, sweeties, and of course you see the palette. It is very calm, if you ask me. It is a very, the color scheme is calm, has enough depth, is beautiful in the balance, but overall I get a very, very calming, grounding feeling about this, and that is for me personally super, super attractive. And of course there are also the 3 lippies that you can see here. This is launching on May 14th, and also here of course I have a code in case you want to use it. There's also a makeup bag together with it in case you want to. The whole collection, the bundle, the 3 lip glosses and the makeup bag, will retail for $90, and the lip glosses on their own retail for $16, and the palette on its own for $54. Okay, it has 15 shades, which is nice, right? Okay, it has 15 shades with 8 buttery mattes and 7 new duochromes and multi-chromes, and yeah, this is launching on May 13th or 14th. Okay, so you're going to of course see this here on my channel. Make sure you follow me on my social media in case you want to see the looks up close and up personal. And yeah, So this is definitely coming. And there's also something else. I need to scroll down for this, and I have no information about this because Darcy just posted this picture, and it looks like the outer packaging of a upcoming palette standing on the moon. I don't know. I don't know if this is a palette or if this is just standing on the moon. Could also be. But I just wanted to run it by you in case this comes, then you know that Leorah spoke about it. Okay, then we should also wait, I need to move up again. Okay, we should also talk about Unearthly Cosmetics because they are coming out with their low light single highlighters, which you can see here. And also here, there are 4 different highlighters, super pretty colors, pretty color shifts. I always don't know, depending on how much highlighter you use and like also where you use it, how much you actually in real life see, you know, because not everybody is moving around in low light all the time. Right? But what I can see here looks beautiful, and even those pictures, those hand swatches that you can see on the bottom left of the picture, I hope it is big enough for you to see. I think even in normal daylight, this looks beautiful. You know, I don't know if I'm getting those in PR. I have not been notified about it, so I really don't know. But I think they look absolutely stunning, you know? Okay, so this bundle retails for $100. These are available now. They come in a 40 millimeter pan each. I just cannot speak today. They retail for $32 individually, and then there is one that is called Twilight that retails for $15 because it is a silver sparkle highlighter topper. Okay, that is the one that you see in those hand swatches. Well, it's the silvery one. Okay, so yeah. So in case you want to check this one out, this is available now. Okay, and that is it, sweeties. Wow. I need to apologize for my speech for today. It was really a challenge today to talk. The binging has stopped. I'm very grateful for that. And my dogs have been behaving super well. Nobody disturbed me today, and nobody came in to bring me coffee or to ask me questions or I don't know what. It was a bliss. It was a bliss. So I hope you did get my happy vibes. And I'm sending them to you, and I hope you enjoy it. And of course, if you do, then please leave me your comments in the comment section. Give the video a like because it really helps, and also of course subscribe if you want to, because I would love to have you here. And that is it, and I'm gonna see you here super soon for my next video. Don't forget to go ahead and sparkle. It's very important that the people in this world that still know how to sparkle and that are not mainstream to death and don't dare to sparkle anymore. We need to still sparkle. It's important. Okay, so let's just make this our mission, one day at a time, to just spread a little bit of light and sparkles because the world needs it. Okay, so sweeties, I'm gonna see you here soon. Love you to bits, and talk to you soon. Bye, sweeties.